Hey guys, on my day 6 of my happiness, or my agony versus happiness challenge, I always think of happiness first now. Unfortunately, my day 6 also happened to land on this, our day of remembrance for 9/11. I don't want to make that tragedy my agony, but I also don't want to not acknowledge it because I believe in this exercise, in this challenge, and I feel like if I'm really gonna do the challenge, then I should apply it where I need my biggest band-aid. And I don't want to go into like my personal experience surrounding the event, the tragedy. You know, there's stories everywhere. I would more like to discuss an overall healing of the community, because I feel like New York as a community, something happened to us. I remember vividly, and a lot of people have already mentioned this today, to me specifically, that there was a before feeling and then there was the after. But in trying to list the ways that we can find happiness in agony, one of the things that I feel like we don't give ourselves credit for is how well we all connect together now because of that event. Everyone here in New York, for instance, will always have that moment, not to share, but they'll always have that moment that everyone experienced at one time. Kind of like JFK, kind of like, you know, everybody knew where they were when he was assassinated. It doesn't bring people together, but it bands us together because there's a bigger threat. And there's a bigger threat to the way of life that we all participate in. And I feel like it reminded me a lot of my really good friend, Betty Cash, who passed away. She used to tell me stories when she was younger. She was an older woman. When she was younger, during World War II, her and the kids in the neighborhood, friends, not friends, whoever, all these kids on a neighborhood block would go around picking up pieces of metal, pieces of tin, pieces of, you know, aluminum foil, whatever they could find, right? And these kids, instead of playing with whatever they had back then, I assume it's a rock, they collected metal to send to the troops, to send anything that they could find, because, you know, she mentioned that she didn't grow up very wealthy, but she went around just to make sure that she could give back because everyone was going through such a traumatic period. And I feel like that sense of community is something I truly cherish now that I know what it really feels like to have such a big loss. And that's definitely a point of happiness for me. I know a lot of people want to get together, and that's how we remember the people who are gone. We live and we go on. This one was really difficult for me to do because of the day and because, you know, any personal agony that I would try to present really wouldn't it wouldn't be true to what was going on today.